Right, now we start working on the flesh. That sounds quite gory, doesn't it? Here we go. These are not very good graphics, but never mind. Oh dear, he's not got a green thumb, he's got a green leg. Okay, so we change that to a kind of flesh-like colour. Right. And 1, 2, 3, change that fill to a 2. Okay, and I'm going to leave that angle as is. Well, I've got to move the end point and just put it down there, I think. That should give me a reasonably smooth fill. Let's take a quick shafty. Bit too close to the colour of the wood. So maybe we can make the colour of the wood darker. And make him really deep brown. There we go. That's not too bad. Let's just pull back. We take out the image. Yeah, I think you get the effect. There's wood under there. And now we put the other little leg in. Oh, wrong one. I wanted to get rid of the simulated stitches. Okay, so let's put the toe in. Got a lovely plump little leg. Wrong colour, Maggie. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to change the angle. So one foot is sweeping away from you, the other foot is sweeping this way. And just carry that up to there. So it's the opposite end to the start until that stop. And now I'm going to travel up into the arms. Now we do have a bit of a problem. Do I put the pantses on him before I put the arms on? Well, if I do that, I have to put the shirt on him before I put the arms on. And I don't want to do either of those things. So we're just going to have to be a little bit crafty with how we put our applique pieces in. And as I say, I did look through thousands of images and I couldn't find one that was suited for applique. Appliques work best on very simple shapes, and you've got to be highly dedicated to do a multi-fabric applique, and you definitely have to do pre-cut pieces. It's not like hand applique where you can turn the edges as you're working. You've got to know exactly where you're going to place your teeny applique pieces, otherwise it's going to look dreadful when it's done. So I find it easier to work with pre-cuts and not have to worry so much that when I've stitched something down, I'm not going to be able to trim it tight enough. And as you also wanted to use buttonhole stitch, that's introducing another problem, because buttonhole stitch is really only suited to fabrics which do not fray. You can use it in hand applique because you can actually turn a hem under. We can't turn a hem under on this. That's why they use satin stitch. But hey, we'll give it a go. I like giving things a go, and go and pick up my run line tool and take a beeline up to his elbow and start it inside where I want the arm to be. I wish I remembered to turn the colours on. 236. Yes, thank you. Actually, I'm using rather a lot of colours, aren't I? Let's turn that one to hazel. Right, that's cut the number of colours down. So that's that, 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 and that, all in one colour thread. The side and the piers, all in a second colour. And then the two-tone water, just there. Right. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. I'm now going to slacken that off. And that's put me in a nice position now for doing this hand. I don't know what they've done with the thumb here, but it's definitely not right. And don't forget, you never butt your colours up. You always have overlaps. Thank you. That can afford to come down a little bit. So can that. And we just carry this up over to here. No, put it up there. Okay. And did I reset the... No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3. And shall that stop? I set these both the same. I think I did. A little bit of a mistake. That's going 124. So that one needs to go in that direction. So click on the black line. Thank you. Much better. Take this up to the chest. Oh, Maggie. Please note I'm changing the colour. Oh! One, two, three. Thank you. And I started there. You can finish over here, sunshine. Actually, you can finish down here. One, two, three. Okay. And change his angle. The head is inclined slightly forwards, so we give it a slightly forward inclined fill. Now I want to give him the shade from his hat. Now I've got cinnamon and I've got this brown Janome. Make that one. Don't want travel on edge. Feathering. Feathered on, and you watch, I always get this wrong. Okay. See? Let me get rid of the underlay. It's gone out that side instead of this side. I know which side it's got to go on if it's used with a turning angle tool. If it's used with a fill, no, I don't know where it's got to go. Because I don't know which side is number one and which side is number two. Or which side is left and which side is right. Mind you, I don't know my left and my right anyway, so it makes no odds. Okay. So now we've got our flesh put in, and all we have left to do now is do the eyeballs, a little bit of detail like around the thumb and the fingers and the knuckles here and just around the toes, and we're going to get jumps there. So in the next video we'll start looking at putting the eyeballs in and the little bits of detail on the hands and on the face and on the toes.